Section 3.5 on your WebAssign, and then the question number 10. And number 10 give us the function f of x is 1 over x power 7. You have to determine the inverse of the function f of x. And you also have to verify when two functions compose, the function itself compose with the inverse of the function itself, whether the output is x. Or the other way around, when you use the inverse of the function to compose with the function, if you still can get the x, that means these two functions they are inverse. So we do this thing. Determine the inverse of the function. So I'm going to find the inverse of the function by following the procedure from the book. So the step 1, we rewrite a function f of x into the y equal 1 over x power 7. Now I interchange x and y. So the y I rewrite into the x, and the x I make the x turn to the y. Now we solve for y. In order to solve for y, I can multiply y7 on both sides. Y power 7 on both sides. And then this y7 will go away. So now you'll have the y power 7 times x equal 1. And we solve for y. Alright, y power 7 is equal 1 over x. Now we take the root 7 on both sides. Then you will solve for y is equal root 7 of 1 over x. Then we replace the y with the f inverse of x. So the inverse function of the f of x, it turns to the 7th root of 1 over x. Now we prove when f compose f of inverse. When you do the composition, you always rewrite it into this type of form. Okay? So this f will stay outside. And the second function here, squeeze it to the inside. So you turn to the f of x. The next step, we replace the inner function. We start from the inside function. F inverse of x. From here, we have shown the work. F inverse of x is the 7th root of 1 over x. So I close it. Your f function stay outside, right? So I'm going to keep the f stay outside here. After here, you only have a single function f. Your f inverse is no longer there because your f inverse has converted into the 7th root of 1 over x. So now you only have the x left. You only have the f left. So go look at your f function. F function give us is 1 over x power 7. So I'm going to rewrite 1 over x power 7. When I hear the x, I keep the x blank. Why do I do that? Because the x is no longer just x. The x has been changed into 7th root of 1 over x. And then this power 7 cancel out with the root 7. So this fraction turns to the 1 over x, which is x. So we have proved when f compose with f inverse, the output is the x. In order to double make sure, in order to show two functions they are inverse to each other, we have to do the other way around. So I'm going to do the f inverse to compose with the f. Okay. Now same thing, we rewrite it into this form. So f inverse will stay outside. Open parenthesis, f of x stay inside. Let me fill in the x here so that you will not get confused. Okay, and here has an x as well. Now we start from the inner function, f of x. From question here, we know that f of x is 1 over x power 7. So I'm going to rewrite f of x with 1 over x power 7. F inverse remain outside. Now this notation indicate we need to go with the f inverse function, and the x has changed into the 1 over x power 7. So I'm going to call the f inverse function. F inverse function here is 7th root of 1 over x. So I'm going to copy down the f inverse function. 7th root 1 over x. When I hear the x, I keep it blank. Now this blank, I'm going to fill in 1 over x power 7. Alright, now we continue to solve for this one. 1 over x power 7. In fact, we can rewrite into 1 over x. And I'm going to bring the power 7 to the top. Because 1, the numerator 1 here, I can rewrite into the 1 over 7. 1 over x power 7, I can bring the power 7 to the outside on the top of the parenthesis. So this is the same form. I can rewrite into 1 over x. Everything's power 7. Now, the power 7 can be cancelled with the 7th root. So here, we can reduce the power 7 with the 7th root. So it gives us 1 over x. 1 over x, which is just single x. So just x.